It's the best combination out there, girls and cars. To cater to a variety of tastes, we have scoured the globe to find that perfect woman who worked at the most recent car show held in that respective city. In other words, no old rehashed pictures here. One fantastic picture per car show in this one, giving more cities a chance to show what they got. These women can no longer be called models, but they are now called product specialists, as the term car show model is apparently demeaning in this overly politically correct age. It is not inaccurate to use the term product specialist when describing the beautiful women that stand beside the car. They actually do know more about the vehicle than many who work for these same car companies. But are they really hired for their car knowledge? Is that what got them this job? Hence, since this article strives for fairness as much as possible, we will use the more accurate description and call them car show models. Calling them specialists is offensive to the multitude of people out there who actually know more about these products but will never get this high-paying job because of the blemish on their face, the pudginess of their waist, or other such physical attributes. How much does this job pay? $1,000 a day plus benefits. Why do they have to be attractive? Because the car company wants to know your thoughts. Who better than to get stuff out of your head than a pretty girl, and in countries like China and Mexico, a handsome man. 1. International Motor Show, Frankfurt, Germany, September 2015. Tall and full-figured with every curve in the right place, these models don't fit that German stereotype of cold, with that inviting smile that awaits the lucky few that can even dream of affording the car above. Elegantly and tastefully dressed in a manner that Lamborghini customers expect and feel they deserve with all of their hard-earned cash. What would the models tell you about the show and the cars? This is the show that all car shows are measured by. The biggest car show on the planet, in terms of number of cars, occurs in two different cities, Frankfurt in odd number years, and Hanover in even number years. The most interesting model to be introduced to the world at the show is the 2017 Bentley Bentayga, an SUV with a smooth feminine style that would feel right at home as an elegant station wagon for the super successful. The 2016 Lamborghini Huracan LP 610 4Spider shown above adds one thing to the existing supercar, that wonderful feel of the wind blowing in your hair as you speed by everybody on the Autobahn in a car whose gorgeous style has become entrenched in people's fantasies for the last few years. 2. Canadian International Auto Show, Toronto, February 2016. Something about cars and full-figured women pervades every car calendar and virtually every trade show. Perhaps there is no better way to remove the shape that enters some people's mind when viewing a modern car, the egg. This lovely lady transcends elegance into something more along the lines of naughty and hot-blooded, probably indicating who the car above is geared towards. What would this model tell you about the show and the cars? The largest auto show in Canada, it is where most of the cars that are new to the country are first introduced. This year the 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio was one of the highlights as the Italian automaker introduced a gorgeous four-door sedan into its lineup, showing that the carmaker is trying hard to regain a foothold in the country after a 25-year absence. The muscle car producing 505 horsepower, outguns an M3 in many respects with a lower price tag. 3. Tokyo Motor Show or Auto Salon, Shiba, Japan, January 2016. With a look straight out of an early Fast and Furious flick, this car model is perfectly geared to selling the souped-up modified Japanese sports cars that dominated the race car games and the race car movie franchises. The young people in Japan still eat that concept up because this scantily clad young lady still has a job selling to this group of people. When scrolling through photos from this show, the ladies chosen by the organizers will not disappoint. What would this model tell you about the show and the cars? This is definitely the place to be for modified and tuned cars, and everything required to turn these small cars into true street racers. The concept is presented so well that the Tokyo Auto Salon was internationally branded and is sometimes held in other countries like Thailand. 4. Chicago Auto Show, Chicago, USA February 2016. Why do you work hard or take the easy road in a life of crime? Hopefully if you keep some of that money you can get the superpowered two-door sports car while getting her to sit beside you on the passenger seat. What would this model tell you about the show and the cars? The Chicago Auto Show has been hosted more times than any other automobile show in North America. Over 1 million people visit this show every year. The exhibit hall used is so huge, that manufacturers frequently introduce their cars with concerts and other such theatrics, providing a consumer experience that they can get at just any auto show? The Dodge Viper supercar shown above is proof that American designers can build sports cars that rival the best from anywhere. With this year's introduction of matte finish exterior paint, the Viper allows for 50 million unique build configurations and 16,000 unique paint colors, so let your imagination run wild while you customize this beast. Modifications to the engine have increased power to a whopping 645 horsepower. Take that, Ferrari. 5. International Geneva Motor Show, Geneva, Switzerland, March 2016. Germany might have the biggest show in the world, but Switzerland just has the most glamorous one. What is it that makes it the most glamorous of all events? Take a look at her and then visit just about any website to see just how many beautiful models this show hires. The cars are just a very expensive afterthought judging by the cars that this show displays. What would this model tell you about the show and the cars? This is the place where supercars worth over $1 million are first revealed. Switzerland, a land known for chocolate, blonde hair, banks and neutrality, is the only place in the world where each car maker gets an equal billing. Other countries highlight their own automakers. Switzerland doesn't have any of its own. What supercars were revealed this year? How about a green supercar, the 2080 BHP AF10 Hybrid from Arash? The biggest release of this show has to be the Bugatti Chiron. If you thought all eyes were on her above, think again. With a price tag of only $2.8 million, the 1,500 horsepower hypercar is more stunning than its predecessor and is guaranteed to become the newest land speed record holder.